this is interesting as well. Take us through what you make of this. Deshaun Watson has worked with an empty backfield on 36 dropbacks this season, 12 more times than any other quarterback in football on those plays. 15 to 27, 125 yards, 2 interceptions, 4 sacks, and a passer rating under 37. So you would think that would be different.
Yeah, he had a lot of success in empty in his days back in Houston, and I understand why they're doing it. Last year they did a little bit of that empty stuff with Flacco, where they're putting two tight, it's not two tight ends, it's a tight end in a back. You put him in a wing, and you do that. It is empty by definition, but it's not really empty because what you're doing is you're putting those guys on the edge at the wing to slow down speed rushers upfield. The Browns are trying to unlock drop back passing for their offense, and on third downs they use that pathway to create ways to slow down edge rushers from being upfield fast. So it's not like they're getting 5 routes out every single time. Those routes do release, but they're usually late release. They chip, release to the flat or on a drag or something of the like. But that statistic is true. They have not been productive out of empty, but I think you would look at anything they've done. Their play action numbers are abysmal right now, too. I mean, they're using play action as much as anyone. I think they're seventh in the NFL in play action usage, and they're not getting anything from that. So, I mean, I'm pretty sure nothing against what Bill is doing there, but you could pick just about any stat the Browns offense is throwing out there right now, and you could come up with something that could create a tweet to garner attention about how bad it's been. It's really not difficult. So, I mean, I don't blame Kevin for going that route. It was a successful part of what they did with Joe Flacco and helping them create some, layered concepts that allowed them to get the ball to David Njoku in the flat and underneath and create yardage, and it worked. But it's clear that teams have adapted to that. They've not given those guys underneath the space they used to have, and they're still forcing now the quarterback, instead of having that easy drop off, to get the football out in space and let a player like David or even Jerome Ford. Think about that long catch Jerome Ford had against the Jets up the left sideline. That came from exactly the formation I'm talking about right here, which is empty by definition. You know, teams are taking that away. They're getting a little tighter to it, not allowing that, tackle in space scenario to happen, and say, hey, we'll let you throw downfield. We're not necessarily going to let you sit here and hang out in the pocket and check it down to somebody who can make 8 to 10 yards after the catch happens. So teams have adapted to it. They've taken it away, and I think you're seeing the byproduct of that result for the most part. Not every drop back is coming from that empty sort of wing check stuff, but when they go empty, they're not really pushing the ball downfield. If it's like a traditional empty 5 wide, spacing concept, it's usually early down, quick throw stuff that they like to do, and those are not going to yield a ton of yards because they're just trying to take advantage of horizontal stretch underneath and get 4 or 5. It's like an extension of the run game, essentially. So I hope that clears it up. But like that data is not good, but I don't think any data is very good right now for this offense.